The following program comes to you in color from Hollywood. The heart of the entertainment world. The Hollywood Palace. With your host, Jack Benny. Tonight, Russia in Timing. Petula the Policy. Johnny Mathis. The Nitwits. Ernie Joel and his heavyweights. Titulares of the Hollywood Palace Orchestra. This portion brought to you by
Zest. Now with a zestier, cleaner feeling than ever before. New Zest. And by new Favor Furniture Polish with lemon wax. It's good for the wood because it's wax. New from Johnson's Wax.
We'll return to the Hollywood Palace after a word from one of our sponsors.
You just spilled water on your stereo and the shine wiped right off? Malnutrition.
Feed your furniture Favor. It's good for the wood cause it's wax,
not oil.
Only new Favor has lemon wax.
Good for the wood cause it's wax.
That finish won't shine because you can't get it clean. Wrong diet.
Feed your furniture Favor. It's good for the wood cause it's wax.
Favor. We turned the 4th Street gang loose to prove the extra power of Crew Bathroom Cleaner. Through the window, watch Crew cut through stubborn bathtub ring without scrubbing. Crew powers it off, then wipes clean without rinsing. Half the work of powdered cleanser, and Crew's the only leading bathroom cleaner that kills bathroom germs by 100% on contact. Get Johnson's Crew, the extra power bathroom cleaner.
And now, from the Hollywood Palace, here is your host, one of the most famous personalities in the world of entertainment, Jack Benny!
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this is my first time at the Hollywood Palace, and I am appearing here tonight through the courtesy of the Collector of Internal Revenue. Because I found out that it makes no difference what I earn here tonight, that after I pay all my expenses and my taxes and everything, I'll only be able to keep out of the whole thing maybe 6% of my salary. You see, that's kind of silly because I have to pay my agent 9%. And even though I'm making my first appearance on this show, I must say I'm not a bit nervous. In fact, I haven't been nervous at all. Nothing bothered me. Because all day long I kept thinking of that wonderful line of Georgie Jessel's when he said, "There's nothing to fear but fear itself." He said that just before he got married for the 5th time. But you know, I am very happy to be your host here tonight because the Hollywood Palace is the home of vaudeville on television, you see. And I have such a warm feeling about vaudeville. I'm not going to insult your intelligence and say I was too young to know about that part of show business. Because my best friend, George Burns, used to be in vaudeville, so naturally I heard about it. But I'd like to tell you the real reason I'm here tonight. First of all, I love this show. Now, my wife, Mary Bird, we watch the Hollywood Palace every week. Never go out on Saturday night. And where can you go here on Saturday night? And I got tired of riding up and down the Sunset Strip, throwing eggs at people. And finally, you know, it was fun for a while, but nobody threw anything back, so I quit. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with this very, very exciting show. Our first act comes all the way from Hungary and is considered to be the #1 teeter-board troupe in the business. Tonight is their first appearance on American television, the Halassis. About to see Laszlo Halassi in a feat that until now was considered impossible. A double somersault up to a 4-man high. He's the first man in the world to accomplish this trick. As Bob Hope would say, how about that? Imagine a man making 2 somersaults and landing on the shoulders of the top man. That's about 24 feet high, you know. Now, the only other two fellas that I know of who could do that trick would be Phil Harris or Dean Martin. And they wouldn't need the other four men. You know, they're all alone, you know. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the next act, in my opinion, which I respect, is one of the most talented and attractive dancing teams in show business, Brascia and Tybee. Milton Berle would say, how about that? Hey, Brascia, Mr. Brascia, come back here a minute, will you? Brascia, I just wanted to tell you that I think you have the finest dancing act of that type that I've ever seen. I really mean it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Benny.
And I must say your partner is very charming. Charming. She's lovely, you know?
Well, thank you. She'll be happy to hear that.
Another thing, she's Sure is sexy, isn't he? Let me ask you something, because I haven't seen her around so much. Does she like to go out, your partner I'm speaking, does she like to go out after the show at night, you know, have a bite to eat or go to a nightclub or anything like that? Does she ever do that?
Oh, yes, I imagine so.
Uh-huh. Well, does she take a drink occasionally? Does she like to take a drink?
Oh, yes, occasionally.
She does, huh?
Yep.
Wait a minute. I can't stand this any longer.
Thank you.
You don't have to I'm not doing this for you. I don't want to get it on my suit. No, I paid $90 for this suit. I got 9 pair of pants with the suit. But listen, I was talking, what was I saying? Oh, yes. I was wondering if I asked your partner, I'm really crazy about her, if I asked her to go out with me tonight after the show, you think she would?
Well, no, I don't know. Why don't I call her out here and you ask her yourself?
All right.
Okay, good. Tybee?
I love that.
Want to come out here? Now, Mr. Benny was just telling me how much he enjoyed you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Benny.
Well, you're certainly welcome. I know you're very talented, you're very lovely. And, you know, I was just asking your partner if you ever go out nights, like after a show or something.
Oh, occasionally I do.
You do, huh? Well, do you drink? Do you take a little drink or something?
Sometimes.
Well, I was just wondering, like tonight, maybe after the show, would you like to go out with me?
Oh, well, I'd love to go out with you, Mr. Benny, but I'm afraid I can't.
Why?
I'm married.
Oh, you're married, huh?
To Mr. Brasha.
I'm sorry, Jack. I did the best I could.
You know, he knew all the time that she was married to him. And I knew it too. She told me yesterday when I took her out to lunch. Well, anyway, I'll see you right after this commercial.
You're still using this toothpaste. Mom, my Crest. You want the kids to have a mouthful of cavities? Of course not. Well, then what are we supposed to use? This. Mint flavor Crest?
New Mint Flavor Crest joins regular Crest, both with fluoride, the most effective cavity fighter ever put in a toothpaste. Have checkups, watch treats, and brush after eating with Crest.
Mind if we decide which Crest we use? Oh, you know I never interfere.
Take deodorant zest into your shower. Take the cleanest feeling out. Zest Luxurious Lather leaves only that cleanest feeling. Presently, the sticky soap film. That fresh, clean feeling lasts because Zest pairs up 2 powerful deodorants, not just one. Take deodorant Zest into your shower. You'll take the cleanest feeling out.
The day after tomorrow may be the most eventful day in the life of the young man you're about to meet. For just 48 hours from now, he'll be stepping into the ring at the Astrodome in Houston, Texas, and challenging Cassius Clay, or should I say Muhammad Clay, or Ali, I don't know, for the heavyweight championship of the world. But win or lose, he's a fellow who's going to do all right, because besides belting out his opponents, he also belts out a very good song. And here he is from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 210 pounds, with his own musical group, performing their newest record with words and music by Ernie Terrell. Here he is with his sister Jean and his 2 brothers, Ernie Terrell and the Heavyweights.
With the hammer and a nail, with an axe and a saw, with the pencil and a root, and a nail.
With the hammer and a nail.
With the rocks in the sand.
With the rocks and the sand.
With the picture from a book.
With the picture from a book.
And his own bare hands.
And his own bare hands, yeah.
Grandpa built a house so strong. A place where they call home. It's where my mama and my daddy told me I was born. It's where my mama and my daddy told me I was born. It's where my mama and my daddy told me I was born.
I'd like to ask you about. I'd like to ask you about your fight Monday night against Cassius Clay. Do you have any special strategy in mind? You know.
I'm gonna watch my opponent's feet.
You're gonna what? Is it?
Watch my opponent's feet.
You're gonna watch your opponent's feet. Well, who are you fighting? Fred Astaire? You're gonna watch his feet. But you know, Ernie, that Astrodome where you're going to fight Clay is quite a place, you know. That dome is magnificent. Have you seen it?
No, but I'll let Cassius tell me about it.
What?
He'll get a better view from his back.
Well, Ernie, if you have that much confidence, I'm going to bet $2 or $3 on you. $2. $2.
You must know something I don't know.
I didn't know you were going to do that one. That's very, very good. Now, Ernie, I understand you've written some special lyrics about Muhammad Ali. Have you?
Yes, he's not the only one with the poetry.
Well, I think everyone would love to hear it. So go ahead.
Won't you come home, big Cassius? Won't you come home? I've trained the whole year through. Are you afraid, Mohammed? Are you afraid of what I'll do to you? You took a powder, Cassius, one night in March to London and Toronto. Ain't it a shame you change your name? I'll change your features too. We had a date, remember, one night in March. You had to make that big boo-boo. Ain't it a shame you change your name? I'll change your features too.
This is a Roytan cigar. It's the best-selling 10-cent cigar in the country, and it's been that way for over 15 years. That's why we call it the crowd pleaser.
You know, Roytan has a flavor as big as all outdoors. The long, lean Falcon, for example, or the substantial Roytan Blunt. Mild tasting, great cigar. It's so popular, we call it the crowd pleaser.
Sometimes you just want to stop and relax and have a good tasting cigar. Roytan. It's America's best-selling 10-cent cigar, you know. That's why they call it the crowd pleaser. Huh? How about that,
Roytan is made by the cigar crowd at the American Tobacco Company, who say you can please everybody.
I'm sick of that melody already. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think there's been a more exciting or gratifying success in the field of popular music than that of this charming girl from England. Now, just starting 2 years ago with her first big hit, Downtown, she's had one smash after another. Now, she's here to sing for us tonight, Miss Petula Clark.
Thank you very much, everyone. And now I'd like to sing a song for you called This Is My Song, from the new motion picture, The Countess from Hong Kong. Words and music by Charles Chaplin.
L'hiver, le vent, la pluie chantent leur mélodie. La brume ou le soleil, à mes yeux, c'est pareil. Ne cherchez pas pourquoi tout est si beau pour moi. Pourquoi ce gris pays prend des airs d'Italie? Et moi je m'imagine heureuse dans la nuit, que mille mandolines jouent pour ma rêverie. A serenade to you. The world cannot be wrong if in this world there's you. I care not what the world may say. Without your love, there is no day. So, love, this is my song.
are just great, really.
Well, thank you.
I know you're great because I can't afford you on my own show.
Well, thank you
Listen,
anyway.
I must, I envy you going back. You are going back to England, aren't
Yes.
you? I envy you going back to England and being able to work there because I personally love playing in London. Particularly, and I used to play there often, particularly I love playing at the Palladium Theatre in London.
Well, yes, I know you do, Jack. As a matter of fact, I'll never forget the first time I met you. It was some time ago now in London, in Trafalgar Square. And, well, I remember you telling me, what a fabulous sensation you were at the Palladium and how much the audiences adored you and that you were such a smash that you had been held over for an extra 2 weeks.
I told you that in Trafalgar Square?
Yeah.
Gee, I don't remember our being introduced.
Well, we weren't. You were stopping people at random
I did that? Well, anyway, Petula, it's been really nice talking to you.
Yes, I've just been told that you are going to play your violin tonight.
Oh, yeah, I don't go anywhere without it. I've been giving concerts with all the major symphony orchestras in the United States.
Well, I know, yes. And I think, aren't you doing one in Pasadena on February the 16th?
Yes, and thanks for mentioning it. Although I told her to. But anyway, and Petula, if I had known, now this is true, if I had known that at some time I was going to be a concert artist, concert violinist, I would have kept my real name, which is not Jack Benny. I was born Kabelski. That's a fact. My name was Benjamin Kabelski when I was born. And in all my concerts, I would have just used my last name, Kabelski, or Kabelski the Great. Whatever it rated.
As Johnny Carson would say, how about that?
You're very good. Well, anyway, stick around and you'll hear me tonight.
Well, I wouldn't miss that for anything.
Okay.
I really wouldn't.
Goodbye, honey.
Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the second half, besides Kabelski, the violinist, we will have Johnny Mathis and the very popular Nitwits. We'll be right back.
Lots more from the Hollywood Palace.
Ever since we brought out the 7-minute cigarette, Pell Mell Gold 100s, people have been trying to find out what makes it tick. Find out what makes it tick. Don't listen. Taste. The 7-minute cigarette, Pell Mell Gold 100s, or Pell Mell Menthol 100s.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we go into the second half of our show, which is entirely different than the first half. By that I mean we won't repeat anything. Now, I'm delighted to welcome back those hilarious musical gentlemen, the Nitwits. They have something brand new. They have just organized a glee club. And here they are, the Nitwits.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to perform for you tonight Haydn's Symphony No. 41 in C, the Surprise Symphony.
Ready.
I'm awfully sorry about that. We shall carry on now with the second item. The Duke of Dewsbury will perform the Post-Horn Gallop. Thank you. Now the chorale. We have our singers who will sing you Cool Water. Gentlemen, please, for balance.
All day I faced a barren waste without the taste of water. Cool water.
Isn't that a funny act? And you know their ages range from 44 to 83. And I love that old man, the one that's 80, the oldest one, 83. You know what, during rehearsal this afternoon, he kept saying to me, "Hey, kid, come here a minute." I was kind of thrilled. Anyway, I'll be right back after this message.
Why do you use wax paper? Now there's Handy Wrap at about the same price.
Freshness is a snap with Handy Wrap.
This cheese was stored a week in wax paper. It's tough, dry, stale. This cheese was stored a week in Handy Wrap. It's tender, moist, fresh.
Keep out dryness, keep in taste with Handy Wrap.
You can fix sandwich lunches the night before. Keep leftovers first day fresh and protect greens in Handy Wrap. Why do you use wax paper? Now there's Handy Wrap at about the same price. Handy Wrap is really moisture resistant. Eggs in boiling water prove it. Boiling water, and with Handy Wrap, not even a leak.
It keeps food fresher and tasting nice.
And like wax paper, it's
Low in price. Why do you use wax paper? Now there's Handy Wrap.
Freshness is a snap with Handy Wrap. Handy Wrap.
And now, a young man who ranks among the great singers of today, and he keeps getting better and better all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Mathis.
Hear me now, thou bleak and unbearable world, thou art base and debauched as can be. And the knight with his banners all bravely unfurled now hurls down his gauntlet to thee. I, Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha, my destiny calls and I go. And the wild winds of fortune shall carry me onward, or whithersoever they blow. Whithersoever they blow, onward to glory I go. I have dreamed thee too long, never seen thee or touched thee, but known thee with all of my heart. Half a prayer, half a song, thou hast always been with me, though we have been always apart. Dulcinea, Dulcinea, I have sought thee, sung thee, dreamed thee, Dulcinea. Now I found thee, and the world shall know thy glory, Dulcinea. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to reach the unreachable stars. For the right, without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for any cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man scorned and covered with scars still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the to reach the unreachable.
How's the boat coming?
Oh, the boat's ready, but I'm not. Oh, what a stomach ache.
Uh-huh. That was some celebration last night.
Yeah, enough to launch 2 boats.
Follow me. Here's just the thing to put your stomach back in working order.
Pepto-Bismol.
Yes, Pepto-Bismol, because it has coatability for soft, smooth coating action that gets between you and stomach distress. Look, Pepto-Bismol has coatability that spreads like a creamy blanket of relief throughout your irritated stomach, soothes away upset stomach, nausea, and distress in the lower tract. Coatability in Pepto-Bismol gives you this special kind of relief. No wonder many hospitals use Pepto-Bismol.
Feel better now?
Ship shape.
It's smooth sailing for stomachs with Pepto-Bismol.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Hollywood Palace proudly presents America's foremost violinist, Kubelski the Great.
I feel like a darn fool. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, I'm going to play the violin. Naturally, if I were going to tame a lion, I'd have a whip and a chair, but I'm not going to do that, you see. Now, this is a real Stradivarius violin, and it's been in our family for years and years and years. My great-grandfather gave it to my grandfather grandfather gave it to my father, and my father sold it to me. He was tighter than I am. Well, I had to learn someplace, you know. Well, right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the one person whose encouragement has made all my musical triumphs possible. Ladies and gentlemen, my wonderful violin teacher. Oh, Professor. Now, I know what you're thinking, but you're wrong. This is really my violin teacher, and her name is Miss Gloria Chappelle. She charges me 75 cents a lesson, which includes karate. Karate and violin together. Gloria, it was wonderful of you to come here tonight.
It was my pleasure.
And you know, I've been studying with you for almost 2 years now, and I want to ask you something. Why do you continually have me go over the same exercises again and again and again?
Well, Jack, I'm only trying to improve your technique.
Oh.
I must say, when you give a concert, there's one thing you have really mastered.
I've mastered something on the violin? What? What?
Well, like high foots.
What did I master? What?
Like high foots, you hold the violin under your chin.
What'd you say? Repeat.
I'd say like high foots, you hold the violin under your chin.
Now cut that out. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Chappelle and I are going to play Zigeunerweisen by Sarasetti as a duet, you see. Now I'll play the lead and she will play the counter melody, and this is the first time this has ever been done with this classical number, you see. Give me A, would you please, honey? Zigeunerweise.
If you could put Tareyton's charcoal filter on your cigarette, well, if you could put Tareyton's charcoal filter on your cigarette, you'd have a better tasting cigarette.
Of course, we can't guarantee it'd smoke as smooth as a Tareyton. Face it, if you want your cigarette to smoke as smooth as a Tareyton, it'll just have to be a Tareyton. A new Tareyton 100 with the charcoal filter. Now, isn't that better?
I've had a wonderful time in the Hollywood Palace tonight. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Now, next week, your host will be that great entertainer, Sammy Davis Jr. Good night.
New Tareyton 100s. The 100mm Tareyton with the charcoal tip for even more of the taste worth fighting for. And by the 11 great-tasting Roy-Tan cigars, every one a crowd pleaser.
This is Dick Dufell speaking.
People in Eastern Europe. Without Radio Free Europe, communist propaganda could be their major source of news. Could be bad news for you. Shouldn't they hear both sides?